Let's face it, coal, oil, and other non-renewable resources will be depleted in only a few generations' time. So why should we keep using it? I'll tell you why we shouldn't, because hydrogen is the future. You may ask yourself, but how? Hydrogen is most often used in hydrogen fuel cells, a device that generates electricity through a chemical reaction between hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen fuel cells can do various tasks such as powering a cell phone or illuminating an entire city.
But it's most commonly used in development of more efficient automobiles. Multiple cells are stacked together to produce enough energy to power the motor. Within each cell, hydrogen atoms enter at the positive electrode or the anode, where a chemical reaction then strips them of their electrons. The now ionized hydrogen atoms carry positive electrical charge. These hydrogen ions travel through a membrane, taking it to the negative electrode or the cathode. The now stripped electrons provide the current through wires and electrical circuits to perform work. Essentially, they turn energy into electricity. This is what powers whatever is connected to the fuel cell. Oxygen enters the fuel cell at the negative electrode of the cathode, and it there combines with electrons returning from the electrical circuit and hydrogen ions that have traveled through the membrane from the anode. This chemical reaction creates water and heat. The only exhaust or waste that comes from fuel cells is water.
Let's see how this fantastic process occurs in action. The hydrogen fuel tank provides the fuel to the fuel cells, which works together with the other components to make the motor run, like a normal gasoline-powered vehicle would, except more efficiently. Check it! Also like a normal car, hydrogen fuel cell powered cars are filled with fuel. However, the tank is pumped with hydrogen instead of gasoline.
Companies like Toyota have recently introduced a fully functioning car that runs solely on hydrogen fuel cells. The Toyota Mirai was released in January 2015 and is expected to be selling all over the world in 2016. On a larger scale, NASA has relied on hydrogen fuel cells to launch all of their space shuttles. So you could say that fuel cells are NASA approved.
Since relying on non-renewable resources causes widespread damage to the environment like smog and other harmful effects, the use of hydrogen fuel cells creates no emissions. You could compare that to an area dominated by this, to an area more like this. Similarly, in the future, using oil and gas could be equivalent to
Oh, no.
when hydrogen business will be more like this.
Hello, sir. Hydrogen fuel cells' only waste is water, so absolutely no damage is ever caused to the environment. It is also very efficient. It is a continuously running resource as long as fuel is available. The parts in an average fuel cell stack are not moving, so repairs and use are very easy. From the lack of moving parts, there is also no noise produced. Fuel for these cells, or hydrogen, can be made from water through electrolysis. Economically, it can reduce dependence on fossil fuels in politically unstable countries. Finally, the price of the fuel will most likely not fluctuate as much as gas or petroleum does.
Hydrogen fuel cells do, however, require special materials like platinum to be produced, which increases the cost of them. Their durability is evolving and transportation of hydrogen is difficult. The most profound negative impact is the high flammability of H2. This was most infamously exemplified by the 1937 blimp crash of the Hindenburg, where the hydrogen that filled it ignited and the result was devastating, killing 36 people.
So it's about time that we quit coal and we quit oil, and with hydrogen, we can drive to a clean, sustainable future.